Hello to everyone. I welcome you to our subject, Understanding the Self. As you all know, this will be our first day. This will be the first time that you will be seeing my face. So basically, we will be with each other. You will be seeing this face for the whole semester. By the way, I will be your professor in Understanding the Self, just like what I've said. A very brief introduction to who am I. I am Efraim Julaton, and I am 24 years old. I graduated at the National Teachers College, bachelor's of secondary education, major in social science. I actually graduated last 2016, and right now I am pursuing my master's degree with the same major, which is social science. I am very near in completing it. So I'm really hoping, just like every one of you, I'm really hoping that I will be finishing my graduate studies very soon. And as you are all, I guess, or I know that you are all first year college students, so I welcome you to your first year in the tertiary and the collegiate level. And also, I hope that you're doing fine. I hope that you're doing good right now amidst the pandemic, amidst the crisis that we are now experiencing. I know that every one of us are having struggle or struggling right now. I know that everyone right now has their own challenges, but I really hope I really hope and I really want for every one of us to surpass or to overcome these challenges. And just make sure that you're not just being giving precautions, or you're not just keeping yourself physically, but also taking care taking care of your mental health as well. Because right now, as people get stuck, as you all know, we are all basically almost every students right now are stuck in their houses for the reason that we do have the online classes that you are that you are basically having right now. Most of the students are taking their online classes. Some of the other students are taking modules. And if you are watching this video right now, well, most probably, or I suppose that you have chosen the online classes, and you are right. You are very much correct in choosing the online classes, because I actually believe that this is the most efficient, and this is the easiest way for us, your teachers, to convey and to teach you, rather than just answering modules for 2 weeks and then that's it. I mean, there's no enough there's no enough time. There's an insufficient time, rather, for making these modules. And by taking the online classes, we believe that you will be much guided with your learning or within your studies. Now, why am I making this video? Maybe you're asking. Aside from the part that I am introducing myself to you and to everyone, I would like to give a brief introduction, a very short introduction, or a general a summary of the subject that we will be having today, right now, right? And the subject, just like what I've told you a while ago, is understanding the self. Now, I do want to discuss a few things, right? There are primarily three questions that we need to answer right now. First of all, is what is understanding the self? The second one is what's interesting about the subject. No? What what can you expect? And the third one is, what can you expect out of it? No? Why is understanding the self, why is the subject understanding the self is really worth your time, really worth your time and your effort? That means what does it have to do with your life? How can this subject, rather, how can this subject really connects with you as a student, and how can this subject really relates in your daily lives, as well as your professional, in your holistic personal development? I know that right now you have all of your answers, right? I am thinking that all of you right now has their own own ideas about what is this subject. All of you has their a priori. You already have your own conceptions about what is this subject. But uh, I need to give you today, for this video, what is the core nature, what is the core essence of the discipline or the subject understanding the self, as well as why is this subject really interesting to study. First of all, I would argue that understanding the self as a subject is very important for everyone. I mean, there's a lot of disciplines, a lot of subjects that tries to study everything around you. Like, for example, you have your biology. It wants to study every life forms, correct? You have history. It tries to unravel the importance and what happens in the past, and how could we utilize or use our knowledge of the past in solving problems, in trying to find solutions on our problems right now, and by simply appreciating what happened on the past. You have mathematics as other subjects that tries to understand the numerical realms of this world, right? But what do you think? What makes understanding the self different from all of those bunch of subjects, right? I think that this subject is really important for everyone, because first of all, it wants to understand, it wants to know, it wants to know the self. It wants to know everything about you. I mean, I guess what really matters, I guess we can all agree, class, that the most important thing for yourself and for everyone is thyself, right? And a philosopher named Socrates, he once said that an unexamined life is not worth living. So, what does that quotation all about? I mean, it simply says that living your life without really understanding who you are, what you are, and where you are in this impersonal and in this vast world is not living at all, right? It's just you continuing. It's like you are just a lump of flesh existing without reason, without purpose at all. And if there is a subject, if there is a discipline that could teach you, or that could make you understand why, the questions of why, how, and what, those three fundamental questions about thyself, isn't that isn't that one of the most important subjects that you will be having? Let me just remind you, if you have questions, if you have queries, even violent reaction or whatsoever, feel free to send me a message, to send me messages or a message or a reaction for this video that we are having right now. The second reason that I do want to discuss with you, the second reason why I think understanding the self as a subject or as a discipline is a very important one, a very fundamental and significant one, is because of the fact that other than it tries to understand, know better yourself, is it's interesting uh, because of the generality and because of the comprehensiveness uh, of this subject. So what do I mean by comprehensiveness? It means that it tackles or it discusses everything, every aspects, every categories, and everything about yourself, about you, basically, right? So that being said, we're not just gonna be discussing anatomy or biology, right? Because that's trying to understand, basically, that's trying to understand the physical self. And you have, well, I guess most probably most of you has already do already have a prior understanding of how your body works, right? So we're gonna be delving, though we will be discussing about anatomy and biology here, but we're gonna be discussing more about yourself. We're gonna be discussing much comprehensive and much larger than just trying to understand the physical self. What do I mean by that, class? What do you mean by that? I I mean that we're gonna be discussing everything about the self: mental, physical, even spiritual, social. Yes, you're correct, right? We're gonna be analyzing. We're gonna be dissecting every details, every nano, micro or macro details about yourself. And what's really fun and what's really interesting and captivating about this subject, you know what, class? Uh, this subject, personally, in my own opinion, personally, uh, I really like this subject. I do really like this subject because of the fullness and because of the vastness of it. You know what, class? This is uh this is one of the subjects in the tertiary, in the collegiate level, that fuses that integrates a lot of discipline. And when I say a lot, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Like for most of the subjects, for most of the disciplines and subjects, we will be dealing with basically almost all social sciences subjects. If there are HUMs or humanities and social science students there, I know that you are all familiar with it. Now, we're gonna be talking about philosophy. We're gonna be talking about the rational, the philosophical side of a person. We're gonna be talking about sociology. Why is human considered to be a social animal? Aside from sociology, a subject or a discipline that is completely related and connected with it is anthropology, which basically focuses on um, culture and everything about humans and a person itself. While on the other hand, sociology discusses about our relationship as a person, in our relationship, our integration or connectivity with social groups or institutions that surrounds us or that encapsulates us, basically. Aside from that, we're gonna be dealing with um, like I said a while ago, biology, much more particularly sex education. Okay, so I know that a lot of you right now is intrigued. Uh, when you were in high school, I guess in MAPE and science subjects, this was uh, you already have the basic and fundamental ideas about sexual education. But for this subject, since we would like to really understand ourselves, it's not enough that we understand ourselves physically on how our body works mentally, psychologically, as I was saying a while ago. It's really understand. It's a very vital discussion, a very vital topic for us is sex. I mean, I guess all of you would agree with me that sex, right? Sex is this is the high time. This is the high time wherein every one of you, every teenagers like you is very sensitive and very curious about the word sex. Let's be practical here, right? And at the time of the at your age right now, that's the time that your sexual urges really skyrockets and really uh, into full speed, if you may call it, right? Uh, even psychology, even history, right? Psychology, we're gonna be discussing how our, how our brain, how our mind works, our personality, our behaviors, and our characters, and how does our way or mode of thinking really relates to the different aspects of our life. Also, we're gonna be discussing politics, right? As you all know, uh, we are a political animal, right? Why does there's this question? A great philosopher of the ancient classical period, Aristotle, he once said that every person, every human beings is considered to be a political animal. Whether you like it or not, you are. You are a very political person. You are a very political being. You just can't escape. You just can't run away with politics. Just like you can't run away from from how you are a social being. You just can't run away from you being a human being. That's how vital, and that's how related. That's how politics is really related in us as a human being. Uh, that being said, you're gonna be expecting a lot. That's one thing for sure, class. You're gonna be expecting a lot of things in this subject. Okay, this is gonna be a fusion. This is gonna be a mixture, congelation, and fusion of diverse, vast subjects. You have science, you have biology, you have your anatomy, uh, and lots of other things, a bunch of other things that would really equip you and would really empower you as a person. That's why I am really amazed. I'm really amazed on this subject because this subject does not give you um, ideas, informations, and concepts and notions that would help you professionally, but it kinda, in a way, it kinda help you as a person itself. Uh, this is what I'm gonna be telling you right now. If 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 a person fails to really know himself or even understand why do you exist, these questions, and what is your relationship, how are you connected or related into the world around you, that's a problem. That's going to be a problem for you. First of all, it would create apathy. Apathy means you just don't care, not caring at all. And second one is it gives you, it creates a meaninglessness within yourself. Not understanding what you are, who you are, and where you are, in where you reside or where you are in this vast reality that we are into. It creates depressing facts. It puts you in a situation or in a zone that is kind of depressing, and it gives you the feeling of meaninglessness. I know that it may sound over the top, or it is overdoing, no? But that's the reality, class. Not everyone, not every person that you met or that you're gonna be meeting someday really understood the aspects, the whole general, comprehensive, the totality per se of human. And right now, at this very moment, I am giving you the chance. I am giving you the opportunity for the whole semester to really focus on knowing who you are and what does it mean to be human. I guess that's the finality. That's the most important question for today. What does it mean to be human? It may sound very simple. It may sound very, mundane, but that's a very hard question. Many philosophers have tried to answer this question. What does it take to be human, and what is a human? You could answer that in many different diverse ways. A human is something that is a physical being that has mass, that has weight. That was a scientific answer. But if you're gonna try to ask other people, they would give you an answer. They would give you a totally, completely answer. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say here, class, is what we're gonna be discussing, or what we're gonna be learning here, is the different sides, the different perspectives, and the different views on humans, on a human being. Because we cannot enclose, and we cannot put the meaning, the essence and nature of a human being into one section or into one category. We could compartmentalize our meaning of human, but it's very diverse. It's very diverse. Like, for example, I know that right now it's quite vague. It's quite vague, and it's quite confusing to understand. I know right now, but throughout our discussion, throughout the long semester that we have, I really hope that I will be enlightening you, and I will shed light into these confusions that we're having. Going back, when I say that humans cannot be enclosed or cannot be isolated in one definition, or in one definition or aspect of her or him or them, I mean, what I mean is, you cannot say that humans or women in particular is there is only there because of reproduction. I know that some of the people that asshole not heads that that's what they think about women. Women's are primarily for reproduction. They are just there to to uh, conceive a baby, and it's a wrong type. That's a wrong way of doing. Though that's partly correct, because humans, as well as man and women, are reproductive. They are reproductive beings. They are multiplying biologically. We need we need reproduction for the humanity to exist, to evolve, and to progress. So see, that's what I'm saying when I talk about that particular, when I talk about enclosing or isolating the very definition of humans or a human being. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I will not be taking much of your time. There's a lot of things that we need to discuss, that we will be delving in the next few weeks, next few days or next few weeks, and I hope to have a chat with you all. I hope to see you someday, sometime or someday. We're gonna be having. I hope that we will have the chance to speak and get to know with each other, even though we do have this kind of mode mode or system, online class per se. Okay, now before I end this video, I would like to ask you a few questions, and you need to reply. You need to send me uh, you need to send me a reaction or a comment on this, or answers, plainly answer on this. The first one is, what is your first impression with me? Okay, that really means a lot to me. What do you think about me? Okay. The second one is, tell me what are your expectations about the subjects, about this our subject, and what are your expectation about me? Okay. And the third one, I guess this is the most important one, for this discussion that we have. I want you to write a question, any question that pertains to humans. Just think of anything. You can think of any question that would actually delve, or that would try to question uh, question everything about, or anything about humans itself, human being, yourself. Okay, it could be political, it could be biological, anatomical, psychological, sociological, philosophical questions are very much entertaining. So I guess that's it. I guess I have already consumed a lot of your time. I'm gonna be seeing you again. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a good one, everyone.